In the 5th century, one man brought terror and destruction to millions across Europe.
Welcome to this episode of The Most Evil Men in History, where we today will take a deeper look at one of the absolutely most evil men ever. We shall look into his methods of violence, where he inserted objects into men and women in very unpleasant ways. And we shall also take a look at what made him do these things. So please, follow me on my journey. I got the chance to speak with the famous German historian Düsseldorf and to talk to him about some of Christian's evil deeds.
This here is actually one of the most crucial places if we are able to dive into the mind of Christian Strömblad. And this here we have, you understand, when he was only 7 years old, he inserted small children and supposedly even squirrels that came along, and he burned them all in this oven here, and no less than 72 children got burned one cold October morning. And I think this it shows a very evil mind. Very evil. Oh.
But, as my research would show, this was only the beginning of Christian's atrocities. I got a rare opportunity to talk to another historian whose name I unfortunately can't remember at this time, but I spoke to him anyway, and let's hear what he has to say on the matter.
Now, we have of course went through the burnings in his young age, but it seems that as he grew older, his methods of violence, they turned more diabolical, and in many cases he transformed people. He mutilated them, so they could not be recognized at all. It was a very savage procedure, but yes, but that was later in his evilness. You know, the burnings and all that were later to be considered, child's play, because of the atrocities that he committed later in his life, and it's really horrible. It's horrible. I think.